Hey there, I'm Sam Lee, and this is Gaming Instincts. Today, we'll be discussing the future of PlatinumGames. PlatinumGames is a game development company known for their flashy action games with equally stunning combo systems, challenging combat, and over-the-top stories. Unfortunately, many of their cult titles have been lost over the years, such as Mad World and Anarchy Reigns, with no future in sight. Recently, with the launch of Wonderful 101 Remastered, the hopes of remastering their older titles, along with the rise of their new games, may show the game developers are working hard for the future. But in order to envision PlatinumGames' future, you must first understand their known presence. Mad World is one of Platinum's earlier games developed by Sega and published in 2009. It features violence, brutal finishers, and a lot of blood on the Nintendo Wii. Players take the role of Jack Kamen, a former Marine who enters a death game called Deathwatch, which has completely taken over Revengeance City. To complete the levels, Jack would have to get creative and execute his enemies in flashy, brutal, and creative ways. One could pin a few warning signs into the enemy's head, slam a trash can onto him, and throw him into a wall of spikes to get the most points. Despite the unique concept and glowing reviews, Mad World only did moderately well, selling around 66,000 copies in its first month in North America, while it fared poorer in Japan with only 3,000 units sold in its opening week. While the sales don't show it, the game gained a cult following, with fans wanting more from Platinum. Later that year in October, Sega released another PlatinumGames developed title, Bayonetta. The titular character is a dangerous Umbra witch, responsible for preventing the world from being taken over by angels, by shooting and slashing her way through them. In the eyes of gamers, Bayonetta was seen to be a rival to the Devil May Cry series, as they both feature a similar story with intense combos and a variety of weapons to complement them. To the eyes of many, this was the start of PlatinumGames' slew of over-the-top action titles that would come to fruition over the course of the next 7 years. However, those years weren't free of development troubles. Until 2016, the developers had been releasing many more action titles with unique styles of gameplay. In 2010, Vanquish featured a protagonist who used his futuristic armor to slide and glide across the battlefield to fight the onslaught of machinery hell-bent on taking over the world. Metal Gear Revengeance in 2013 featured Raiden from the MGS series, where players would be able to slice and dice enemies with their high-frequency blade, while looking for the people that destroyed him in the first mission. Even Transformers Devastation in 2015 featured unique fighting mechanics that made playing as every Transformer a blast. At E3 2014, PlatinumGames revealed they will be working with Microsoft to bring forth a new game called Scalebound, which would feature more of their iconic combat while introducing massive boss battles as the players fight alongside their dragon companion. More Scalebound was revealed at E3 2016, featuring some polished gameplay while fighting a giant monster. Unfortunately, in 2017, Microsoft Studios announced Scalebound's cancellation. An article by Eurogamer stated, quote, "With continuing issues surrounding the game's engine and overdue deadlines, the decision was made that the project could no longer continue." End quote. While this cancellation could have been a big blow to the developers who got the attention of a AAA studio, PlatinumGames pressed onward with a lot more games under their belt. Later in 2017, the developers worked with Square Enix to continue the story of NieR with NieR Automata. The game featured a unique and puzzling story with a fluid combat system spotlighting different weapons. As of 2019, Automata has reached 4 million copies sold, meaning this is one of PG's most successful titles. So, that begs the question, what have they been up to recently? In 2017, PlatinumGames released 2 ports for the PC. These ports included the first Bayonetta and Vanquish, the latter of which was almost forgotten at this time. However, since it was being ported to the PC with high-resolution graphics and an uncapped frame rate, fans were eager to try out this classic once more. Additionally, Bayonetta 2 was due to release its port in 2018 on the Switch, along with Bayonetta. Seeing the old witch back in crisp resolution on the PC was refreshing to see. In 2020, Hideki Kamiya, the current director of PlatinumGames, released a Kickstarter for a Wonderful 101 port on PC, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4. The main reason for this was many fans of PlatinumGames were not able to play this game due to its being exclusive to the Wii U in 2013. The Kickstarter needed 50,000 to reach their goal, and in March, it reached 2.22 million with 33,000 backers. 2 months later, Wonderful 101 Remastered released on PC, Switch, and PS4 successfully with a higher resolution, revamped controls, and an uncapped frame rate. The release of this remaster after the Kickstarter campaign was both delightful and surprising for fans, as Kickstarter games generally don't release 2 months after reaching the goal. With the massive success of 101's Kickstarter, PlatinumGames may be more inclined to release more of their classics, such as Mad World Remastered. Still, that doesn't mean the company isn't currently busy in development. PlatinumGames has 4 games under development. Babylon's Fall, an action slasher published by Square Enix where players can use the enemy's weapons against them, will be coming to PC and PS4. NieR Replicant will remaster the first NieR, with PlatinumGames reworking the gameplay and combat. Project GG is a project teased with only a short trailer, but it seems the game will involve characters supporting a singular giant hero. Finally, Bayonetta 3 is still in development, as confirmed by Kamiya himself. According to Nintendo Life, he says, quote, "I'm happy that there's still anticipation for the title, but one thing I would like to address is the trend I'm seeing, which is people who are starting to ask if the game has been cancelled. I want you guys to take any concerns you have like that and throw them out the window immediately, because we're still hard at work on it, and it hasn't been cancelled by any means." End quote. With how much care PlatinumGames puts into their titles, fans can be sure that whatever will come next will be both fun and outrageous to play. This has been Gaming Instincts, and we'll see you soon.
If you enjoyed the video, leave us a like, subscribe if you want, and make sure to check out our website over at gaminginstincts.com for more gaming content from an unbiased perspective.